Good morning, everybody, and happy hump day. Let me put this here for you guys so everybody can get in here. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Let's give the room a few minutes to fill up, and we'll be starting in just a minute. Hello there, Stefan, Vertuvian, Stacy, John, Javad, JB, Stephen, Victor, John, Robert, Jody, CJ, Vertuvian, Pete, Gregory, Stacy, Bill, Sherman, Helen. Good morning, Helen. Mark, Samson, Devin, Flying Ronan, Vernon, Piet de Brock. I got a lot of people coming in here. We got Timothy, Rick, we got Thomas, we got David, we got Joy or Sean. We got Robert, we got Mark, we got Dave, we got Nathan, James, Stephen, William. Welcome, William. Good morning to you. Randy, Maria, Harold, Stacy. Can you guys hear me okay? You should be able to hear me okay. Can you make sure that you guys can hear me okay? Can you guys hear me? Genevieve, Ruth, Dave, Moondog. It's cool down at rehab, huh? It's hot here. We got Wade, we got Mike, we got Jesse, we got Karen, we got Richard, we got Dollar Bill, Victor, Duzzy, Ray, Todd, David, Delbert, Stephen Arnulfo, Bad Gunner, Jeff, good morning, Matt, Seth, Edward, Lawrence, Clyde, Matt Johnson. Hello, Matt. A Keyhawk fan. Hey, Steve. Good morning. Illinois grain farmer. Penny's in the house. Good morning, Penny. Anu Kumar. Thank you for that testimonial, Anu Kumar. Very, very nice yesterday. Very, very nice. I love seeing gains like that. Harold, Spider Monkey. Spider Monkey. You got to love Spider Monkey, right? Kathy, Randy, Jesse, Dave, David, John. Good. Everybody could hear me. Okay. And I restarted my computer in case the sound problem was on my end. Okay, good. I'm glad you could hear now. Good. Stephen, Matt, Beatrice, Edward, Kathy, John. Good. Better than yesterday. Good. I'm glad you guys could hear me. Tom, JB, Beef 33. My, oh my. We got Stacy. We got William. We got Louie. Gaston. Hey, Gaston. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Where have you been? Are you on the islands of Greek trading, Gaston? Gregory. Good morning, Kathy, Joy, Jay, and folks. If I missed your name, that's the last thing I'm trying. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. It's just a lot of people here. We got a lot of people here very, very quickly. So, real quick. Two things, real quick. Good morning, Dr. Serena. Two things real quick. Please, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, a lot of times on your portable apps, your connection isn't as strong, and YouTube will automatically reduce your playability speed. Make sure you're at 1080p. Force yourself to be at 1080p. You can press 1080p HD, and your video quality will be a lot better. Okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you. And number two, if you're inclined, if you're getting benefit from here, please give us a thumbs up. And if you don't, that's fine too. Hey, Doris, Brian, Mitch, Don, Logan. In July, you'll be in Europe trading. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Cheryl, Jeffrey, Scuba Chris, Deanna. Good morning. Okay, what's the major catalysts for today? Can anybody tell me? We always start with the same thing. Can anybody tell me what are the major catalysts for today? And I am in no mood for this harmony today. So let's not get, I don't want to get into deep discussions. All right. Can anybody tell me what are the catalysts? There's a lot of catalysts today. There's a lot of potential catalysts today. Can anybody tell me what they are? Very succinctly. You don't have to make an essay out of it. Okay. You guys got one right. Nvidia chip stocks. That's one. What's the other catalyst? That's one. Thank you, Dr. Serena. Earnings is we're in earnings. That's not really what I mean by a catalyst. That's what's the catalyst? Now, a catalyst can be triggered by earnings and it can be triggered by something else. But a catalyst is something that can uniquely move the market and favor one sector over another. It's not just okay, Jody got it right. Fed speakers, that's two. Fed Fed speakers. No, 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 no Saudi trip, please. Saudi trip. I'm talking about market moving, not political moving. Not VIX, not Tesla, not CPI, not the Saudi trip, not the PPI. No, no, no. The Camera show today, Gustavo celebration. Yay! And folks, make sure to say hello to Cam and Gustavo. Hey, Keong. And Keong, thank you for the nice testimonial. I'm getting a lot of testimonials from folks. I appreciate it. It's not PPI. PPI is tomorrow, guys. PPI is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not today. Today's Wednesday. What's the major catalyst today? Today. You guys got, ooh, Sean. Why, Sean? Why aluminum and metals? Why aluminum and metals, Sean? No, why did you erase it? You knucklehead. Sean, don't erase it. You got it right. You got it right, Sean. Why are you erasing it? Why are you erasing it? Come on, guys. I want you to answer this. This is important. I know we're spending a lot of time on this. And by the way, Sean, you had it right. You didn't need to delete that. No, you had it right for the wrong reason. Okay, do you guys want me to give it up to you? Are you ready for me to give you the catalysts? Yes, but why, John? Why? Why are metal? You're not telling me why. Okay, let's see what Richard says. Nvidia, Palantir, Coin. You got some of them right. Nope. You guys just can't get it. You can't get it. Now, Richard, you're getting warmer. No. Okay, I'm going to give you the major catalysts. No, I'm going to give you the major catalysts. Are you guys ready for it? Are you ready for the major catalysts? Why metals? Why metals? No. Okay. India. Does India surprise tariffs? India is suing America, guys. Formal dispute with the World Trade Organization over tariffs on steel and aluminum. Sean, you had it right, but you had it for the wrong reason. Steel, aluminum. India's making noise. India is making a lot of noise. Catalyst number one. Catalyst number two, Fed speakers. We got Mary Daly speaking today. She's the VP of she's the boss behind Powell. She's speaking. So you got India via metals. Sean, you had it right, actually, funny enough. Not South Arabia, folks. Politics and markets are two different things. Somebody going to South Arabia means nothing for the market. I'm talking about market catalysts. Market catalysts. Okay? Market catalysts. Come on, guys. It's now Naples fan. It's now South Arabia. How is South Arabia a catalyst? Do we know anything? Do we know what's going to happen? Do we know anything? Catalysts are things that have already happened, not things that are going to happen. Okay, so I wrote them all for you right here before we started. Right here. I don't know if you guys could see them. They're all right here. I wrote them right here, all four of them. Fed speakers, India, chip stocks, retail, Mr. Puente Gorde got it right, and healthcare sector. So now I'm going to show you all the catalysts. Catalyst number one, Fed speakers. You got Fed speakers today. Fed speakers during period of uncertainty. Very, very important. Number one. And by the way, these are not in these are not in any specific order. Okay? These are not in any specific orders. Metals because of India. Fed speakers. Nvidia chip stocks partnered with Humane on massive data center project. That's huge. And actually, Richard from Puente Gorda got it right. Richard, you didn't get it. You. What do I always tell you about retailers? The same thing I tell you about chip stocks. They're insensual. Just because it's AEO and it has no market cap, what it's telling us that retail is slowing down. Retail is slowing down. Retail is insensual, just like Nvidia. You don't think this will affect Gap and other stores? It will. Folks, retail makes up 2/3 of the economy. You understand that, right? So, what are we going to be looking at? And to a lesser degree, healthcare stocks are still being banged down. So, what are the major catalysts today? Fed speakers, India metals, chip stocks, retail, and healthcare to a smaller degree. I don't know if you guys could see my I don't know if you guys could see that, but I wrote it right there for you, right here. These four things. And I wrote this before we got on. So you know I'm not cheating. I wrote that before we started today. They're all right there. Okay? Folks, always know what the catalyst. I'm sorry you can't read my notes. I understand. I get it. I could barely read my notes. But trust me, Fed speakers, India, chip stocks, retail, healthcare. Okay, and not in that order. I'm sorry you can't see it. I'm sorry you can't see it. It's not really meant for you guys to see. I just want you to know that I wrote all that down about 45 minutes ago. So I'm not like making it up. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on anybody. Those are the catalysts. Okay. Now let's begin. Now that we know what the catalysts, what the players are, exactly, John. Fed, metal, Nvidia, retail. You got it. You got it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, folks, don't forget, I'll be doing a live class today at 1 o'clock. Let me give you a link. If you guys missed the A line yesterday, here it is. Here is the link for VIP room. And I'll be talking a lot about some goodies today in VIP room. I'll be talking today about whether the upside has legs, which sectors I would not be betting on right now, how I use moving averages to determine if stocks are overextended or not, another education session. I'm going to give you an intro to correlation you will never forget. And then I'm going to talk about earnings and best stocks. So don't miss out. And also, customer service live. Let me give you the links for that. There we go. Here's the link, the Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1 o'clock. Don't miss it. Now that you guys have all the catalysts, now let's get into, now remember, what we're doing is we're trying to peel that onion. We're trying to peel that onion to see what's really there, what's not there. Hey, Patrick, I'm jealous. I want to be in Hawaii right now, but I don't want to have the time difference change. Okay, how are futures looking right now? Very random. Russell is already down. Russell did not participate in most of the rally yesterday, which doesn't bode well for interest rates, by the way. Okay, these are the most interest rate sensitive. Overall, we're doing okay, but this is very random, and it looks to me. Use that to trade Boeing. No, Stacy, no, that's nothing. The fact that Trump is getting a seven, these are not. Folks, the reason you're here is for me to show you what are the catalysts. I gave you the catalysts for today. Trump going to South Arabia doesn't mean anything. Trump getting a 737 doesn't mean anything. The only time you have a catalyst is when you have something unknown popping up that hasn't been assimilating by the market that the market cares about. Okay, I want you to understand. It has to be triggers. It can't just be facts. It can't be. It has to be uh, um, drama. There has to be some contention there. There has to be something going on. There has to be some uncertainty. There's no uncertainty about Trump going to Middle East or getting a 737. There's nothing there. There's no arguments about that. There's no two sides to that. You understand? You got to have two sides to have an issue. Okay. Just because something is happening doesn't make it into a market moving catalyst. Okay. That's why the first thing we talk about here is catalysts. Because if you don't know what the catalysts are, you won't be able to gauge the market effectively. Okay. Right, Stacy. It's all fine, but it doesn't have anything to do with the catalysts. News is not a catalyst. Okay. Just so you guys know, just because it's news or you're learning something, it doesn't mean it's a catalyst. How will it impact the market? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is there a lot of uncertainty? Think about India right now. What if, hypothetically speaking, they win this case? What if there's a stall? See, if I give this to 100 people, they're going to start debating this. That's a catalyst. The fact that Trump is getting a plane or that he's going somewhere, okay, great, good for you. Have a nice, safe trip. What's the argument there? You see? So a catalyst is something that will have to move the market. Don't confuse information with catalysts. Okay? A catalyst is something that people want to fight about. Okay? All right. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys understand that. Right. And if it's something that's already done and someone knows something about it, everybody knows about it, it's not a catalyst. You guys were asking me why I didn't put Trump's inauguration as a catalyst. What are we going to learn on inauguration day that we didn't know before? How is the inauguration day? Did we not know everything he wanted to do before inauguration day, or did he tell us everything he wanted to do after inauguration day? He didn't tell us anything new. And folks, this is not good or bad. This is just I'm explaining to you what a catalyst is. If if we knew everything before then it's just a ceremony. It doesn't mean anything as a catalyst. So I want you to understand a catalyst is something that's debatable, that's arguable, that can make a difference in the economy. Okay? The purge, none of this is a catalyst. It has nothing to do with economy. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. All right. And if you don't understand that, I'm here to explain that to you, okay? Okay. Yes, new news that's market moving. See, this is market moving news. Would you guys agree that India filing a formal dispute with the World Trade Organization over U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum just when they're about to get into a discussion with the U.S.? Do you not think this could potentially impact steel and aluminum prices? Duh. See what I'm saying? Do we know how it's going to get resolved? No. This could be nothing, but it could be something really potential. But I promise you, this is going to impact steel and aluminum prices one way or another. Okay, this is important. Yes, price discovery. Exactly. Something that hasn't been discovered. Okay, all right. Trump getting on a plane or getting a new gold toilet is not market moving news for most people. All right, so let's continue. So the market is pretty flat right now. The market is looking for directional bias right now. It's not much going on. We already talked about India. As far as news, we're going to be waiting for networking news. That may be a catalyst tomorrow. Right now, network. Now, you're probably thinking it's just one company, Roger. It's not a mega cap. Do you know the impact of this stock on stocks like Oracle, CrowdStrike, and others? Huge. Exactly, Keon. Right. Again, I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to teach you guys. Yes, winning an election is a huge catalyst. The inauguration is not. Okay. Yes, winning an election is huge. Inauguration is like, okay, we already know. Okay. So Cisco, very, very big. And tomorrow you got Applied Materials and Walmart. I still, I should probably liquidate Walmart before the earnings comes out. I'll check. I have this in my retirement account. I just thought about it right now. Anyway, Cisco, this is important, but this doesn't happen till tonight. But don't think this stock is a small cap. When I got started in the markets, this was like Tesla. This stock, this Oracle and Cisco were like Tesla and Palantir. Okay. All right. Um, Fed data. We already know we have Christopher Walk. This already happened. This is not a catalyst anymore. This is already baked into the market. This is a catalyst, and this is a catalyst. I'm really concerned about what Mary's going to say. And then tomorrow we got a slew of data, a slew of data. We don't have a PCE report this Friday. We don't have an employment report this Friday. And again, as I mentioned yesterday, and I talked to Helen about this too, folks. The CPI and the PCE, they're very very similar. The CPI comes out 2 weeks before the PCE report. Which report do you think has more influence on the market? Reports that are almost identical. This one comes out 2 weeks earlier. Do you remember I told you the CPI has the biggest market move, the biggest influence on the market? It comes out 2 weeks earlier. 2 weeks earlier than PCE. Virtually identical data 2 weeks earlier, front page of the paper, CPI. This is a more influential report. It holds much higher volume. Okay. This is what we were debating yesterday about PCE versus CPI. I want you to understand why. This is 2 weeks ahead. Okay. 2 weeks ahead. Oh, mom is moving. Rehab facility needs to be pushed every day. Oh, I bet. I mean, she's in her 90s. With her doctor says 7-14 days mandatory. Thank you. Oh, Adam, I hope she's going to do well. Yay. Mom is going to do well. Also, folks, we got Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, and we have industrial production, which is an important report. We have PPI tomorrow. We have retail sales. We're going to have some fireworks tomorrow. Okay. And again, we're not out of this mess just yet. We are not out of this mess just yet. Let's talk about the bond market. The bond market is flat, but we're not seeing any flight to quality. The Dow's not up 1,000 points anymore, is it? And the bond market is still not moving higher. This is very dangerous because we don't have flight to quality anymore, and the bond market can't get it up. That's a big, big problem. Folks, this is the long bond. This is what determines your mortgage and all this stuff. This is market driven. Markets are not buying what we're selling right now. All right. The markets, yeah, PC is old news, yes, which is why I said it doesn't have the impact of the CPI. Not even close. And if you look at volume of CPI versus PC, it's not even close. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. Good morning, Harry. Thank you, Dr. Serena. But has 49 put options. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good news. So this is not good, folks. This is not good right here. Now, yesterday, day before, we tried to rally, couldn't rally. Didn't have much flight to quality. This is not bad. The bond market is not liking this. The bond market's appraising right now about 32% that we're going to have a recession. Yes, Seth. They use housing and services. So for anybody who's curious, PC uses services. CPI is raw. I prefer now. It's true, and Helen was. I think it was Helen. I think Helen was right. The Fed does use PCE more, but remember, I care about the biggest fireworks. I care about the catalyst. I care about what gets the biggest response from the markets, and I can assure you, the CPI gets the most response from the markets. It's a front page number, and it has more volatility to it, and it's 2 weeks before the PCE. So by the time the PCE comes, most of that is already priced in, and they're if you look at how correlated they are, they almost move exactly the same. Good for you, Kian. My wife is too, by the way. She's also getting ready for the marathon. So I don't like the bond market, and I don't like the fact that we're near these levels. And I want to show you guys something here. The next level for the bond market is right here. And if we drop this level, we're going down, and then we're going to the highest yield we've had in a year. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. Hold on a second. Yes, I'm not crazy. Although some people would think I am. But right here, that would be the lowest level of the year. See right here? That's very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Mr. Kirk, I made $50,000 2 weeks ago. Send me more testimonials, Kirk. Love the testimonials. All right. What about U.S. dollars? The U.S. dollar buying what the Fed is selling? Well, so far it's looking okay. You could see it had a nice day when they made the announcement on China right here on Monday. But look at Tuesday and look at today. And remember, I told you there's a huge resistance area here. Now, what you want to watch for very carefully, actually, and this is important. See this here? I'm going to make this a different color. I'm going to make it black. Okay. Oh, my wife is telling me, I hope you have a great day. Love you too. There we go. It's nice to have a good wife. All right. You see this black line, guys? The only reason I'm making it black is so it's extremely well visible for you. There's no connotation with it's not like we're not going to get like a Black Friday or anything. I just want you to see it. Okay. Right here this is this is this is bullish and somewhat bullish. Bullish. The real bullishness gets right here. This is bullish and this is bearish. If the US dollar starts coming down here below one, it's going to markets are going to start getting defensive once again. And yesterday, though the stock markets rallied, this did not. And today we're not rallying either. We're down. So I'm starting to get skeptical that this rally has legs. I'm skeptical that this rally has legs. Look at the bond market. And remember, all we did was push the can 90 days into the future. Now, I have my own personal beliefs. They're just beliefs that these 90-day continuations are going to be kicked for the foreseeable future. They've already been kicked once 90 days. We have 90 days. They're just going to keep getting kicked back. And they'll have a less impact of the market. I know others disagree with me. I really don't care. That doesn't matter right now. But my point is the bond market is not buying any reprieve. The US dollar is not really buying much reprieve. A one-day rally above this line, and now we're coming back already. That's not really great. Okay? That's not really great. Crude oil. Crude oil, I told you the odds are we're going to just top out right here and stay in this area. I still believe that. I think we're going to stay right with the 65 to the 55, maybe 50, maybe 60, maybe 65, 60, 65, 55. But basically, I think we're going to stay in this area. There's really no reason for energy prices right now to rise. And the only reason they were rising is because there could be more stuff going on in the world, less chance of a recession. They're rallying, but they don't need to really be higher than this. They're where they need to be. This is when we start getting into shortage of energies and things like that, and we don't have anything like that right now at all. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. The 90 will turn into 180, and then remember the wall in Mexico. Just like he just stopped talking about it one day and moved on to something else. Now, I told you that I thought that was going to happen for the last several months. I'm still thinking that, which is why I'm not talking about any practicalities of these tariffs. Notice I've never entertained, well, these tariffs are going to do this and these tariffs, because I don't think we're going to have any tariffs. I think this is going to be the next Mexican wall. I've said that a million times, and I will be reminding you of that for the foreseeable future. Okay? What do you mean by tariff 90-day kicked? Regendron, I think they're going to get kicked 90 days, then another 90. They're just going to get kicked down the road. They're just going to get kicked down the road. The sugar high didn't last 3 days. By the way, something I want to mention. Thank you for Ralph for bringing this up. What do I always tell you guys? How long does a catalyst typically last? 2 to 3 days. Look at the US dollar. 1, 2 days, and that's it. Crude oil, 2 days, and that's it. 2 to 3 days. Now, and then the market starts looking for another catalyst. Gold. Gold right now is right near my entry point, maybe just a little bit lower. I would prefer to get it right at the 50-day moving average. But here's what I would like to do, okay? Today's the third day. It's only been 3 days? Isn't today Wednesday? Isn't today Wednesday? Yeah, Mike, note that, please. Doesn't oil move to the US dollar move? No, no. So I'll talk about gold. Folks, I think that didn't we have the announcement? Remind me because I may be wrong here because I lose track of days. Today's Wednesday. Didn't we have the announcement on Monday? Hold on a second. Maybe I'm crazy. Hold on. Was it Friday or was it Monday? Hold on. I may be I may be maybe I'm nuts. Hold on. I want to see something. That's day 1, 2. Today's this is today. So it's only been 2 days. Yeah, it's only been 2 days. Today's day 3. Today's day you got to count the day after it happened. The market hasn't opened yet. So it's been 2 days. It's been 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. Sorry, I do lose track of time sometimes. I do lose track of time. Speaking of time, join me at 1 o'clock for the A line. Yeah, it was Monday and today's Wednesday. So today hasn't happened yet. VIP room where I'll be doing a lot of teaching today. And I hope you guys enjoyed T-Buzz. He came in yesterday for a few minutes. It was a lot of fun. And don't forget Customer Service Live. Good morning, Ivan. Ivan, you missed everything. I'm just kidding. You're good, Ivan. You're good. Uh, okay, let's continue. No, he didn't give me any laughing gas, but I wish he did. Yeah, it was Monday and today's Wednesday, so only 2 days. It's been usually by the third day we're looking for something else. And already yesterday the market wasn't all that crazy. Hey Jill, good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, the details came out on Monday Open. Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. Today's the third day. Usually catalysts 1 to 3 days, 2 to 3 days usually, 2 to 3 days. All right, so gold. Now let me go back to gold. If the U.S. dollar, if the U.S. dollar starts weakening again, and I think it will, as we're seeing it here, I think gold will start gaining a little more uppity. Here's what I would like you to do. I don't want you to do anything with gold right now. I want you to wait for the gold to hit the 50-day moving average and or build a base here. I don't want to do anything with gold while it's going down. I want it to build a base and start breaking higher. So until we're below the 8-day EMA, I don't want you to do anything with gold. There's a chance we can just come right here to the 50-day, bottom out, and then start making it like this. I want to see this type of pattern. I want to see a U-turn. Right now, we're just seeing this. I want to see this. Okay? I want to see here. Let me show you. It's easier sometimes to just show you. See, we got visual aids here. Like this. Capiche? Yeah, the hook. Exactly, Jeff. The U-turn. I call it U-turn hook, whatever you want to call it. Like this. A hook right here. Right around here. You guys got it? We want to see this. We want to see this. So there's no hurry right now. And that's why I was saying if you're long gold, stay long gold, but don't go accumulating because I think we're going to go lower and then right around 3100, 3150, 3200, we're going to start coming back up. So this is what we're looking for. All right. Don't worry if it's green or red. Just look for a pattern like this. Okay. I don't care if it's green or red. Okay. All right. So we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We need to build a base here. We may go a little lower to build that base, but I think we'll find good support at the 50-day moving average. I call them U-turns. I don't really call them hook patterns, but whatever. Okay. So we got Cisco earnings. We got a couple of major catalysts. We got a market that's random right now, and Russell's already down. We got a lot of unforeseeability with Mary, who's going to pretty much echo what Powell said. We got a bond market that's not really responding positively at all, which I'm not happy about. This is not good for blue chips or small caps. You got a US dollar that's already cooling off, and if we get to this level, which is about 99, basically if we break par, if we break par, that's right, Jeff, save the theta cost on your entry a lot. Excuse me. See this line? Notice it's right at near the 100 level. Well, that's where this line happens to be. This is an amazing way how technical sometimes can really mimic fundamentals because we really are on one side or the other right now. And that's exactly how it feels. So over 100, under 100. Please remember that right now. Crude oil looks like it's going to stay in this area for a little while, which we predicted. I said 65 to 55.50, but it may be 65 to 55. And remember, I told you we were going to double bottom here, and we did. And we rallied higher. You remember that? So we're double bottom. I'm expecting that hook to on the A line too. So I bought another but deeper contract yesterday. Thank you, Penny. Good information. Who told you about a double bottom right here? All right. China. China's looking good. China's looking positive. Look, China is moving forward. This is positive. This is what we want to see out of the US stock market today. So far, what we're seeing out of the US stock market today is that. Remember, we never tested this area. Remember what I told you? We got to test this area. If we don't test, see this? This didn't test here. We didn't, this bar never tested. Like here, we tested the 100. We never tested this. And now we're going higher, which is fine. But I think we're going to kind of peter out and kind of chop, 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 chop and build a base here. My fear, I don't mind if we build a base here. I don't want to go back into this area below the 200. And that's really the big key. Okay. Look at that. We got 588 people. Folks, if you haven't done so, please hit the thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. I can't give myself, you can't do more than once. If you do it more than once, it'll take away. But let's put everything together now. Let's put everything together now. Market participants are looking for a new catalyst. What did I tell you the possible catalysts are? You already know them. Fed speakers, India via metals, chip stocks, NVIDIA, but all chip stocks, especially with AMAT coming out tomorrow with earnings. Retail because of American Eagle. They make, by the way, folks, they make really good shorts. I buy my shorts at American Eagle. I know this is not here nor there, but I get my shorts there. I get all my summer shorts there. I love their shorts. They have very good shorts for us middle-aged men and I think women too. But it's not. It doesn't reflect well on retail, and retail is it's very insensual. They key off of each other. It's a retailer. Retailers are not really doing great right now. There's a lot of uncertainty, especially clothing made in China. You get with all this tariff stuff, so that could be very impactful. I'm going to be looking for retailers to the downside. I'm going to be looking for follow through in healthcare to the downside. I'm going to be looking at India chip stocks and Fed. Okay. So NVIDIA climbed 5% and was the top gainer. Obviously, we're going to be looking at chip stocks today. After he announced the chip maker will supply semiconductors to Saudi Arabia, Humane for a large-scale data center project. That's very cool. Palantir secured a surge more than 8% because defense and nuclear stocks are going up. Now, I love using the word nuclear because it sounds so fancy, but they're utility stocks. Okay, utility stocks are now getting into solar, and one of them, SMG, which we traded and made money on yesterday in the pit, it triggered a nice rally in utility stocks. By the way, did you guys make money on in the pit yesterday on the solar stock? Did you guys make money on Pfizer yesterday and Quick Strike? And did you guys make money on weekly cash flow on Uber? All closed out yesterday with a winner chicken dinner. Let me know if you guys made money on those. But we did close out 3 winners yesterday. John, it was just a personal statement. I buy all my shorts there. Yes, health. I told you, healthcare to the downside, retail to the downside, chip stocks possibly to the upside, India and Fed speakers. And usually, when I look at a catalyst, I'm not really focused too much on upside or downside. I'm more focused on uh, the volatility. So Coinbase soared. They were added to the Dow, to the S&P. I completely missed that. I shamefully missed that. I usually catch that a day in advance and tell folks in the pit about it. Completely missed it. Mea culpa. SMR, thank you. SMR, Johnson Johnson, and Uber. We all made money on it yesterday. Okay. Victoria, I put the fill price. The fill price is there. Okay. Good, 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 good. Good, Scotty. Good, good, good. Let me post this. All right. Good, Richard. Hey, Richard Feinberg, are you consistently making money with Uncle Roger? Let me know. Because you've been sending me some testimonials too lately. Third day of US China kicking the can. Yep. Meeting was Saturday. Yeah, but the market reaction was on Monday. UNH tumbled again. Soft guide suspended its guidance. That's very bad. Very, very, very bad. Annualized basis, we heard inflation. We already know core CPI. This is the big number. It was fine. It wasn't bad at all. And we had the smallest increase in inflation in 4 years, which is really good. You're welcome, Cheryl. Good. Richard's making consistent money. Cheryl made money. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. And don't forget, folks, the best part of your day is customer service live, Cam and Gustavo, and the Jax show. The Boberman sometimes makes a move too. So got to watch the Boberman. All right, let's continue. Earnings front, we got Cisco. There's going to be zero chance in hell that the Fed is going to take actions. We're going to be hearing from Mary Daly. She's the Fed vice chair. Very important, but that's going to happen after market hours. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I think everybody did really good on that SMR trade and on Pfizer and on Uber. So we did take three winners yesterday. I don't feel that. Nah, you got to post, Richard. You got to post. You always have to post. We got crude oil inventories. I don't think they're going to make a slack of a difference today in light of everything. We got Walmart's earnings and insight into consumer spending. We're already getting insight into consumer spending by American Eagle today, but this will be very, very important. I'm still holding this in my IRA account as a long-term investment. Excuse me. Europe, this is important. Um, Making money, just not a lot. Do smaller positions. Yep. Smart, Karen. You don't want to take big positions right now. Oh, Richard, Karen is a shark. I get testimonials from her all the time. Richard, she's a shark. Karen is a shark. Her name is Karen. She's a shark. I love it. I love it. Europe is down 35. Notice Europe is not rallying anymore based on this news, taking a breather after the recent rally fueled by global trade tension. You see that, folks? Took 2 days. 2 days. It's over, Johnny. It's that's saying it's over, Johnny. That's it. 2.5 days. Technology stocks already underperformed on Wednesday. China ended higher, a little bit higher, as I showed you, as the U.S. trade truce continues to boost sentiment. Investors looking ahead to earnings reports from several Chinese technology companies. That already came out, and they were actually pretty good. Bank and insurance stocks led the gains on Wednesday. Shipping and port stocks advanced. Folks, I would be very, very skeptical about buying shipping and port stocks right now. I would be very, very skeptical. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little expose on these next week. We may get a little hit list going on shipping and port stocks because these babies are going to be suffering next couple of months, okay? Butterflies caught me not so good because it exceed the top part of the call fly. Daniel, I don't do butterflies. I just like to take directional trades for the most part. Even my income trades are directional trades. Japan gave up earlier gains. So Japan and China, Japan and Europe are no longer participating in the global rally. Now, folks, I'm going to say this again. I say a lot of things and I do a lot of talking, but this is really important. Europe and Japan are no longer participating in the global rally. China still is, but one of the reasons why China is doing is because they had really good earnings. But I'm telling you right now, the whole that whole rally, the catalyst, it's fizzling. It's fizzling out. Global economies are a really good way to gauge, and the only thing that's moving higher is China, but Europe and Japan are not. That's a big red flag for us. Okay. And I already mentioned pre-market, these are our catalysts. PVH is not really a catalyst. That's just an upgrade. But NVIDIA, remember, NVIDIA is a chip stock. Chip stocks, especially the biggest chip stocks, very insensual, very insensual. And American Eagle, not because this is a big company, because they influence each other. It's like AMD versus Nvidia. It's not big, but it can influence Nvidia. So this can influence Macy's and Gap and Target and all of these big box stores. Okay, they withdrew their full year guidance. Everything they made is made across the land, across the world. Okay, this will impact other retailers. Folks, it's very hard for the market to rally when retailers are down. Folks, it's really hard for the market to rally when Europe and Japan are down. Again, I'm just giving you heads up. All right, we're really taking it all the way today. I got to get to work. But actually, I don't have a lot of positions right now. I don't really have to get to work. We're closing out positions really well. I don't know if it's reliable or not, Dr. Serena. That's the thing. I don't know if the 775 is reliable, but I know we're getting over 600, and I would appreciate some thumbs up. Canary in the coal mine. I like that, John. Canary in the coal mine. Who knows, Dr. Serena, if we can trust this, right? Anyway, volatility. We are below 20, which means we have plenty of stocks to choose from. Look at how many stocks I got on each side of my list. I got a lot of stocks to choose from. Remember I told you, Hurricane 5, you don't do anything. Hurricane 4, you don't do anything. Hurricane 3, you don't do anything. Hurricane 2, you start dipping you start dipping, and now we can go crazy again. And by the way, a lot of stocks making moves right now. So volatility is down. This is good. Not down a lot, but where we want it to be. This is a great place for volatility. What about SMH? Well, we're still moving higher. We're up over 1%. This is pretty much because of NVIDIA. But again, this is the influence we have in the market right now. Talk about not having a lot of positions open. I only have two. See, Richard, your New Year's resolution is coming together. Not having so many positions. You don't need all those positions to make money. If you're really good, you don't need to have a lot of positions to make money. Remember, laser targeted, not a shotgun approach, but a laser targeted sniper approach. I'll talk about that, HG. I'll talk about that right now. So we got some nice upside from chip stocks. Thank you, NVIDIA. But let's look at the rest. How are mega caps looking? Mega caps will probably look just the same because of, we have a major resistance level right here, just above us, okay? We got to be careful here. How about QQQ? Still looking good. Be careful. We may be at a high here that may come down. We still haven't tested this area. And by the way, look how far away we're from the 8-day EMA, guys. Look how deviated. Look at the 8-day EMA right here. And look how far away we're from the 8-day EMA. That's over 1 ATR. What usually happens when we're far away from the 8-day EMA? Usually comes down. What am I expecting to happen? I'm expecting the price action to become very tight and fuzzy with the 8-day EMA over the next few sessions. Yeah. Yeah. Richard, you're getting better and better every day. And I saw your profit factor. It was insane the other day. It was very, very good. Okay, so right here, be careful. There's a big, big space here. Okay. How about SPY? Look at how much of a gap here we have. And this is the 100 and the 200-day moving average. I want to see price action fill this gap. I want to see price action come back to the 8-day EMA. We're a little overextended right now, folks. We're a little overextended. Now, how about the Dow? I'll talk about momentum and all that stuff, HG, in just a few seconds. The Dow, I want you to see this. The Dow is having a very difficult time getting above the, this area. This is one of the reasons why, and this is not deviated. But this is one of the reasons why I'm skeptical that we can go much higher because we don't have the firepower everywhere. How about IWM? Interest rate sensitive sector. How are they doing? We can't even get above the 100-day moving average. Folks, these are red flags. See how we gapped up and now we're coming back? I think we're going to see exactly the same thing on the SPY. I think we're going to come and fill this gap here. See this gap? I think we're going to come and fill this gap here, which would put us whole with the 8-day EMA. Okay? Uh, Momentum levels. Let's look at 20-day highs. 618, but 225, 3-to-1 ratio, more than enough. No problem there. Not 700 to 50, 600 to 200, 750, 600, 200. Right? See the difference? 12 to 1 versus 3 to 1. Big difference. What about 90 days? Yes, we have over 100. We have over 100. We're there. We have over 100. The question is, how long will it stay for? We were able to break through to the 100. We have some foundational strength here. Remember a week ago? 70, 65, 74, 57, 65. Just keep your number right here. Look how long it's been since we've been at 100. Folks, look. I'm now April 23rd. I still haven't had 100. 49, 16. I want to see the last time we had 100. Hold on. I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do this till I hit 100. This is pretty significant. Bear with me. I'm going to do this. Wow, still. We're already in March 14th. Do you guys see this? Now we're in March 5th. Still up 91 on March 3rd. Let's see if we can get 100. 89, 40. Nope. I'm going back one day at a time. Oh, there we go. Folks, the last time we had 100 90-day highs was February 19th. Let's look at that date. Folks, are you getting value out of this? February, what was the date here? February 19th. Let's look at the date. February 19th. February 19th. Right here. Folks, the last time we had momentum like we had now was right here. And then we fell back down. All this time, all this time, all this time that I've been telling you to be really careful taking longs, by the way. We've had less than 100 stocks trading above, less than 100 stocks since this date. We haven't had 100 stocks trading above the 90-day high since this date right here. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. All of this, we did not have 100 days here. Look, I can go back, I can go forward. You could do this yourself till right now, till today. It's pretty impressive. But again, does it have legs? Does it have legs? And we'll see that by, let's see what sectors are leading. We're good here. We got full firepower here. Full firepower here. Everything except communication services. Everything else is here. So we don't really have a lot of things holding us. So after all of that, let's talk about stocks, and then I'll give you my prognosis for the day. Yeah, Jeff, the market at an all-time high. Yes, Tesla doesn't look bad. Okay, so to the short side, we can make a dinner with these stocks I'm going to give you right now. You got a little cereal here. You got a little Pepsi Cola right here. You got a little KHC, a little chicken here. So we got a little fried chicken with Pepsi Cola and cereal. You got a little soup with that too, a little soup on the side, and then a little bit of desserts with Conagra Brands. So GIS, Pepsi Cola, KHC, CPB, and Conagra Brands are all doing the same thing. They're consumer staples. These are very defensive stocks. They're going down. That's a really good sign for the bulls. That's a really good sign for the bulls. And did you guys see how we just made a dinner out of it? Are you going to buy all of these stocks? Are you going to even buy two of these stocks? You do realize they have a correlation of about 90%, right? One to a customer. No, I'm not going to tell you which one. Next one, APLS. Beautiful. That's a beauty right there. Here's a stock that I gave you yesterday in the pit, but I did not pull the trigger. I should have, but I didn't. Sigma, Humana, UNH. What do they all have in common? Sigma, UNH, Humana. What do they all have in common? Healthcare stocks. AXGN. Capiche? Are you going to be buying healthcare or consumer staples today? Or sell one? One to a customer. One to a customer, right? One to a customer. Isn't it nice when nobody's arguing with me, when we don't have any political nonsense? It's great, all right? Those are all my shorts. So where am I looking at shorting? Healthcare, consumer staples, and a couple of odds and ends. We don't have a lot of follow through to the downside right now at all. We have a little too much follow through to the upside, and that makes me nervous. Let me show you stocks that I'm looking at to the upside right now, and I got to get out of here. GE, Palantir, MSTR, Roblox, Carvana. Oh, and by the way, how have you guys been doing on Hertz? Carvana, Boeing. How has Hertz been treating you all? CrowdStrike, one of the few techs that be careful with this one. It's right at resistance. It's got to break through. Forget this CrowdStrike for now. It's got to break this resistance level here. SEC Limited. This is one of the stocks that had earnings actually. Very nice. A little overbought, but stocks that I'm looking at. These are just stocks I'm looking at for my hit list. Gap, Schwab. And I might have already given you this one, CPRT. All right, now, Hertz. Did you guys take advantage of the stock like I told you to? Do you guys remember I told you all to take advantage of the stock? I told you right here that Ekman is going to be selling all of his positions because he bought this because he thought that Hertz was going to be selling their used cars, and then Trump pulled a fast one on him. And do you remember that? Have I helped you guys make money on Hertz? Why not, guys? I told you all about it. I gave it in the VIP room. See, you guys are not listening. It helps to listen. It helps to listen. I gave it as a free trade, and I even explained why I gave it as a free trade. Good, good, good. And by the way, was I right on it? That's it. Just a few of you made money. Not a lot of you, but some made money. Interesting. Very interesting. People don't listen to me very much. I would expect everybody to make money on Hertz, but people didn't make money on Hertz. And I even told you that I think it's going to go down all the way to about right here, to this area right here, to the base. Good, 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 good. All right, folks, let me give you some links. 1 o'clock. Join me for the A line. Join me for the A line. I'll have a VIP room, very educational. We're going to do a lot of educational stuff today in the VIP room. Here's the link for that. And don't forget, the best place on earth is Customer Service Live with Cam, Gustavo, and Jax the Boberman. Good for you, Karen. Good for you. Folks, I hope you have a great day. I hope you got something out of today's session. I will see you in the VIP room at noon today. I had my crown. I got a temporary crown yesterday so I could speak normally again. And I'm going to get a haircut today at 4 o'clock. So I should be available most of the day. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Have a good day, everybody. Send me an email if there's any questions, concerns, or anything else. Bye, guys. Take it easy. Be careful today. Be careful.